In the top stories, Prime Minister Drew leads contingent to IMF World Bank meeting. Prime Minister Drew to meet with nationals in D.C. and Premier Brantley to receive AFUE Legacy Award. The details on these stories and more after the break.
Frozen fruits and vegetables get a bad rap. Because they are frozen doesn't mean they are not nutritious. Many frozen fruits and vegetables actually retain more nutrients than when they are eaten fresh. Using frozen fruits and vegetables is about convenience. Best of all, they last longer and they cost less. Look for the Island Garden brand at your favorite supermarket or call 662-0909 to place an order today. At Island Garden, we assure you that our products are locally grown and nutritiously sealed.
Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector.
In cricket, there are a few essentials. A bat, a pitch, a ball, some fielders, and plenty of refreshments. Enjoy the cricket with Angostura Chill. Angostura Chill, the official refreshment partner of the Hero CPL T20.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Carla Berridge. Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew is leading a contingent to the 2023 spring meetings of the World Bank Group and the International Monetary Fund. The meetings will be held this week until Sunday, April 16th at the World Bank Group and IMF headquarters in Washington, D.C. The Prime Minister left the Federation on Tuesday afternoon, and he is accompanied by Permanent Secretary within the Office of the Prime Minister, Naima Hazel, and the Director of Fiscal Affairs and Policy in the Ministry of Finance, Rosalie Francis. According to the World Bank website, at the heart of the spring meetings are meetings of the joint World Bank Group, IMF Development Committee, and the IMF International Monetary and Financial Committee, where progress on the work of the institutions is discussed. Other featured events include regional briefings, press conferences, and fora focused on international development, issues of debt, economic recovery, and climate. The theme for the program of events will be Reshaping Development for a New Era. Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew will be meeting with nationals living in Washington, D.C. this weekend. According to a post on his official Facebook page, the Prime Minister will host a diaspora meeting on the sidelines of the World Bank IMF spring meetings on Saturday, April 15th. An invitation was issued to all nationals living in the Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area. In the post, the Prime Minister said, quote, "I look forward to meeting my fellow nationals in Washington, D.C. The diaspora meeting will be held at the Embassy of St. Kitts and Nevis in Washington, D.C. and runs from 4 to 6 p.m. Premier of Nevis, Honorable Mark Brantley, has been selected as an honoree for the 2023 American Foundation for the University of the West Indies, AFUE Gala, when he will become the first Nevision to receive one of the foundation's legacy awards. Premier Brantley will receive the 2023 Vice Chancellor Award for Excellence in International Government and Leadership on April 20th at the AFUE's 26th Annual Awards Gala in New York City. Premier Brantley is being honored for his leadership and contributions to the regional community, having graduated UWI's Faculty of Law, Cave Hill campus, with a Bachelor of Laws in 1994. Ahead of receiving the award, Premier Brantley is quoted as saying, "I feel honored as the first Nevision to be recognized with this prestigious award. The University of the West Indies continues to be a critical engine of development for our shared Caribbean civilization. I urge all graduates and well-wishers to support the efforts of UWI as they celebrate their 75th anniversary this year." This year, the AFUE honors excellence in 6 individuals who were born in the Caribbean or have roots there. Premier Brantley, Professor Hazel Carter, PhD, CEO and entrepreneur, Robert Cummins, Senior Administrative Officer at UE, Beverly Hunter, Global Head of Health Practice of the Palladium Group, Dr. Farley Cleghorn, and Managing Director of Morgan Stanley Wealth Management, Sandra L. Richards. Premier Brantley praised the work of the AFUE for its invaluable investment in the education of the youth of the Caribbean region, providing scholarships for needy students. Resident Ambassador of the Republic of China Taiwan to St. Kitts and Nevis, His Excellency Michael Lin, has commended the efforts of the Nevis Island Administration for promoting its hands-on learning in the area of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics STEM. In presenting a U.S. $15,000 check to Honorable Troy Liburd, Minister of Education, recently, Ambassador Lin said, quote, "The first ever STEM week in late May 2023 is a testament to your commitment to provide the students with opportunity to develop their interest in a skill in this critical area and to potentially become a future scientist. We are proud to be a part of this initiative and the support of the Nevis Island Administration's vision for the future," end quote. Ambassador Lin said they would also be providing additional support in other areas related to the initiative. The ambassador further registered the commitment and support of his government and people to further education in St. Kitts and Nevis. In response, Mr. Liburd expressed gratitude for the gesture on behalf of the government and people of Nevis. After the break, ECCB invites public to register for the 7th Growth and Resilience Dialogue, and fire officer stresses the importance of fire prevention. Stay with us.
Here are your Hostel's Value Mart IGA Easter Special.
Running April 6th to the 19th.
Now our Value Club Blue Tag Specials. Essential Everyday Tortillas, just $11.99. Yoplait Yogurt, $3.99. Stone Ridge Ice Cream Bars in time for the heat, $19.99. Planters Dry Roasted and Cocktail Peanuts, $14.99. Gold Medal Flour, $17.99. Essential Everyday Canned Dog Food, $7.49. And now our very low weekly
Value deals. IG and Essential Everyday Mac and Cheese, $2.79. IG and Essential Everyday Salt, $4.79. Peter Pan Peanut Butter, $10.99. IG and Essential Everyday Cream Cheese, $7.99. Essential Everyday Pasta, $4.99. Equalize Mouthwash, $14.99. Shop Smart, Shop Value Mart. Tell them in Spanish.
Sean listos y hagan sus compras aquí en Value Mart.
There is no better time to discover what your National Bank Visa debit or black cards can do.
Mimi, what's that song?
It can get you out of a pickle. Using my National Bank Visa card is fast, secure, and convenient.
Cashless SKN is our new lifestyle choice. National Bank, always here.
Hey hon, what's up?
Hey girl, I just called you to tell you about this great deal that I'm about to get with an insurance company on my new car.
Really?
Yes, really, just $200 monthly for the next 12 months.
That sounds too good to be true. Does it include windshield coverage?
No, that's an additional cost.
Does it include personal accident and medical expense coverage?
Wait, no, it does not.
What about act of God and riot and strife coverage?
No, you know.
Please tell me it at least includes some kind of no claims protection.
It does not.
Well, friend, the math is not mathing at all. With TDC Insurance, you got one rate and all that I mentioned included.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going on the website right now to get a quote.
You definitely need to switch to TDC Insurance where the math is mathing.
At TDC Insurance Company, we take good care of you, guaranteeing you peace of mind.
Welcome back. The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, ECCB, will host the 7th Growth and Resilience Dialogue on April 25th and 26th. The financial institution is inviting the public to register for the event by the 14th of April to be eligible to have their names entered into a draw for the early bird registration prize valued at $2,700. Attendees to the free virtual event will be engaged in discussions led by subject matter experts and thought leaders representing over 16 organizations and institutions in the exploration of the theme, an appropriate and sustainable model for healthcare in the ECCU OECS, agile infrastructure, traditional medicine, and medicinal cannabis. The target audiences are public and private sector individuals, including employees, parliamentarians, CEOs, and small business owners. The 7th Growth and Resilience Dialogue forms part of the economic transformation agenda of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank and is hosted in partnership with the OECS Commission, the World Bank, and the University of the West Indies. When it comes to fire prevention, Fire Substation Officer within the St. Kitts and Nevis Fire and Rescue Services, Timothy Martin, says the Federation needs to be more proactive. He shared this view during his appearance on ZIZ Radio's program Fire Talk on Tuesday. Mr. Martin noted that it is better to put in place the necessary preventative measures before a fire occurs rather than after.
Instead of waiting for when something happened to deal with it, you try to analyze a situation and come up with ways to mitigate it before it happens. So that is, as I said, one of our main concerns.
He stressed the need for persons to have a fire prevention plan in the home or workplace.
So when we look at fires that happens in the workplace and at home, what are some of the ways that we can mitigate these fires before it starts? And one of the main things that we like to stress on is having a plan. And you would have heard me say a few times that a plan is essential. And we just want to really hit it home to our residents that having a plan is more than 50% of your job.
Martin encouraged persons to look in areas around the home where a potential fire can occur and put in the necessary preventative measures to reduce that possibility.
Let's talk about the home, for example. What are some of the situations that can cause a fire within your home? Of course, we know that the kitchen is one area that is likely to generate a fire. And so we want to look at the kitchen. You would want to look at your electrical supplies, whether your fuse or your power source is adequate enough to deal with the appliances that you have within your home. You'd want to look at if you have children in the home or elderly persons within the home, what can I do to mitigate them from getting their hands on any item that might start a fire, matches, for example, lighters, etc.
He also advised persons to not only draft a plan but also practice it. Fire Talk airs every Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. on ZIZ Radio during the morning show with GQ. The Royal St. Kitts Golf Club announced that junior golfer Clayton Harrigill is heading off to compete in the Caribbean Junior Golf Competition in Barbados from April 11th to 14th. In a press release issued on Tuesday, the club stated that Clayton, who previously represented St. Kitts in a lower age group in 2019 and won his category, is ready to take on the competition and showcase his skills on the course. According to the release, Clayton has been training hard and recently won the Logos in the April monthly medal competition with a score of 69, beating out other local stars. The Royal St. Kitts Golf Club encourages anyone who is interested in getting their youngsters involved in golf to reach out to the club. For more information about the Royal St. Kitts Golf Club and their junior golf programs, you can contact Chris Hensley at 662-2198. Coming up in regional news, US dollars accepted again at banks and non-banks in Cuba.